Good morning, my tubers. Well, good morning for me, anyways. Here we are back again for another Arena Open here on MTG Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. We've got another Wilds of Eldraine Arena Open. Again, day one is sealed, and you can opt to do best of one or best of three, getting various wins necessary to qualify for either. And then day two is a draft, potentially with a second draft, and those are both best of three. By far, it is easier to qualify with best of one. Dr. Frank Karsten, if you are aware of him, Hall of Famer in the Magic The Gathering, Hall of Fame, did some math on it, and depending on your win rate, for the vast majority of the time, best of one is easily the way to go. It's just so much easier to go 7 wins before 3 losses than it is 4 wins before 1 loss, which is what you have to do in best of 3. Anyways, let's jump into this baby. This is sealed, so there's going to be a lot of variance in the number of rares and the quality of rares that people open. We have opened quite a few green rares, but nothing like overly insane. I guess Skitter is probably our best rare here. But to be sure, Bramble Familiar, Sentinel, Lost Lore, and Elvish Archivist are still just, fine role players. Yeah, so I always say this, and I'm going to say it at the start here. You should never feel bad about, one, not playing an Arena Open because they are huge spews for gold or gems. /2, you should never feel bad if you do play to not qualify. These are very expensive events. There is a lot of variance in sealed, especially. So take everything as it is, and yeah, just you have to have grace. You have to give yourself some grace, is what I'm trying to say. All right, I think we're gonna pretty easily go green-black from my initial cursory glance of things. White, we have a couple of cooped up. Shepherd's good. Actually, double stockpiling Sullivan's really nice, though we don't really have the big combo cards with it that we would want, like the Hopeful Vigils. Blue looks unplayable. Black has some really nice removal, plus our Lord Skitter. Like, look at this. Hopeless Nightmare, 2 grapples, Monstrosity, that Skitter, the Vermin, the Coven, the Taken, the Negotiator, the Shatter. So it's going to be really hard for me not to play some combination of black. And I took a quick peek at the multicolored green cards where we have double Greta. So we're going to end up with a pretty nice looking green-black deck, I think. Only problem is I don't have much top end. I don't have any Hamlet Gluttons, really. But we have a lot of good, just like early game plays, I should say. Probably not going to be running this Knight of Sweets Revenge. I like Leaping Ambush a lot as a trick, but I'm not sure it's necessary here. How is my splashing potential? I have a Crystal Grotto and a Brave the Wilds. If I'm just going to go 2 color, I probably don't need the Brave the Wilds so much. But what I could do is I could throw in like the Shrouded Shepherd just for the adventure mode, which is probably pretty good in best of one, right? If people are playing a lot of the aggro decks, and then have a couple of random ways to turn on the creature. I'm seeing here how the Season of Growth is. It's going to get worse when I cut the Leaping Ambush, but I have Royal Treatment. Takedown works. I'm probably not going to be running Return. Fox. So yeah, we're not going to be running Season of Growth here. Probably not going to be running the Ambush. This just looks like a really solid green-black list, again, without much top end. Let's see, we could run the Acolyte as an adventure as well. So we could do like Shrouded Shepherd and Acolyte, because those are our main colors, right? The black side of the adventure, the green side of the adventure. If we really wanted to. Rowan's Grim Search, probably not bad here for a little bit of card advantage. Card selection might be better than Return from the Wilds. We're not really ramping into anything, although the food is okay, since we have a lot of food synergies, but probably don't need that. We have Tempting Apple, 3 Bowls of Porridge, Ginger Root, and a Candy Trail, which are all fine as well. I guess Candy Trail probably makes a lot of sense. I could be running any of these artifacts. I'm not particularly fond of Ginger Root in a deck like this, nor the Apple, but I think 3 Bowls of Porridge could be fine. Let's see, removal-wise, we have the Shatter, we have the Taken. We have the 2 grapples. We have the punch. So pretty good removal suite, all things considered. I like looking at this list. I could easily see this getting to 7 wins, but this is best of 1. This is sealed, so anything is possible. I guess if nothing else, I should add the Crystal Grotto for the random Coven value. Now, again, I'm just debating if I want to run that Shepherd over something. If I were to run the Shepherd, I don't think I would run it with any planes, though. I think I would just run it as the -1 minus the nausea effect, so to speak. Could be better than Brave the Wilds. We don't really need it here. Do I have enough things to sacrifice for Brave the Wilds? Am I making enough food? Still kind of want to get into that Rowan's Grim Search too. What this is missing is a little bit of graveyard recursion. Having a back for seconds or even just the Fell Horseman would have gone a long way, I think. I guess I completely overlooked red, but there is not much red there. Okay, this looks good. I'll run 17 lands, I don't mind that. Let's jump into the best of 1 sealed Arena Open Day 1 queue. Get some good cracks. We're on the draw, hand is fine. I don't know, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to go aggro. I might want to just add that Shrouded Shepherd in after the first game. Because I think people oftentimes build sealed especially decks really poorly. I mean, I'm not immune to that either. And instead of going for like the stronger options, they often just go for like the more aggressive options. Which I think is sometimes right. If your pool is really weak, and you certainly can't beat a deck that has big bombs in the late game, then trying just to go beat down is often good. Turn 1 Forest Ginger. Okay, so they're green-black food, I guess. Boot Rider Fawn. That's a good curve for them to start. Well, I like seeing the sprite a lot, I'll tell you that much. This is what I'm talking about with people building maybe not optimal decks. Alright, we're going to go Beanstalk Worm here and play the extra forest out. And I'm actually going to kill their Fawn here now. We can play our 4/4 haste next turn because of the Beanstalk being in the exile. Oh, if they're not careful, the Galefang has haste, so I can actually block it with I can block their Gingerboot, I should say. Well, I hope we don't just lose to a Goose Mother. Beanstalk Worm can block it for a turn at least. Or rather, trade with it, I should say, even with the roll it can trade. Oh, I think they're going to run into the Galefang here. Wait. They made it unblockable, and then they were like, wait, you have Galefang. Okay. It's not bad. Alright, let's ship in with both here. They put the Genealogist and the Brood on my Galefang. I get to go with Werefox. Pretty good. Nice. Nightmare, make him discard a card. So remember, I lose out on the scry, so it doesn't matter how I scry here since I'll be shuffling. Okay. So the nice thing here is that if they attack with both, I have lethal on the back crack, which means they need to play out something or have a removal spell, which means that the Beanstalk Worm, unless they top deck something, will be fine. And I could just draw removal and win potentially as well, depending on what they do here, right? Oh, whoopsies. Okay, well, they might have thought they had the ability to cast the Witch after the roll was made. Okay. We'll get there on the first win, or first round. Yeah, like I said, these arena opens are not good value. You do not play these hoping to make gems or something. We made $500 last time in the arena open of this very format, but could very easily just brick out on day 2, assuming I qualify on day 1, right? Okay, on the draw again. Winning the die roll is so big in the best of 1 queues, especially for the arena opens. It's painful. Our hand's fantastic though, so not too concerned here. We're just gonna run out the Prankster turn 2. All right, I dig it. And they're gonna give it a Curiosity. Nice. Okay. Well, that looks like a good target for removal now, I'll say that much. Beautiful. Okay. Nice little 2 for 1 there. 2-ish for 1, because the Curiosity replaced itself. But we did take care of a creature as well in trade for the Graceful Takedown. The Huntsman's Redemption. Nice. Good draws. Don't see a need to Candy Grapple just yet. And if they sacrifice their token here, that would be pretty surprising. Touché. Elusive Otter to make it a 4/4. Okay, and then they're going to play out the Otter as a 1/1. I think I'm alright with that. So we're going to play the Elf out first, because if they block the Monstrosity, I get an artifact. And I think we're supposed to just do this now, right? Actually, I could just kill the Otter and take 6 from the token. That way I get to keep my rat for later. No, I think this makes sense now. We have the Monstrosity, which technically can give us a food for bargain purposes as well. Okay. Root Rider Fawn. Wow, what a hit. That Hopeless Nightmare was actually insane here. They have one card in their hand, and it draws us a card off of the elf. Beautiful. Do want to offer the trade, which I think they will take, which makes our elf a 2/3. And then we'll just definitely run out our Sentinel. Eat their graveyard. Okay, feeling pretty far ahead. Nice. We'll go ahead and scry on upkeep since we still have a food to bargain away, and we want to keep the pressure active. Wow, great hits. Oh, that's right, we have 2 Gretas in our deck. So that's going to pump up the elf. Beautiful. And just another land for our opponent. Okay, this is a good start. Hey, hopefully this is a one and done, as I'm opting not to stream the Open today. 2-0. Still, I mean, we have to get 5 more wins, but I think the deck is good enough. It's certainly consistent enough. We did win the die roll this time. The hand looks alright. Turn 1 Candy Trail, hopefully digging us into some relevance, as this hand could easily get a little bit flooded out. Wow, okay. Wow, that was very nice. Let me tell you, that was pretty darn nice. Red-black Prophetic Prism. Alright, let's find some action here. Nice, perfect. So Greta into Coven into removal, removal, removal is pretty nice curve. Ooh, the Spellbook Vendor. Well, new game plan. I will just be using the Candy Grapple here. And the reason we're just going to use Candy Grapple is that we're going to sacrifice the food to draw an extra card. Also, these can kill anything. Grapple doesn't necessarily kill everything, right? It's fine. Very nice. So I'm going to go with the Shatter here, because that's going to give us a roll and an enchantment. So now not only do I have an enchantment for Taken by Nightmare, but I also have a bargainable card for our Negotiator. Plus, we still have removal, right? I don't think I use Shatter there if I don't have a way to still kill a big creature like that card there. Alright, we are going to Coven first, make them discard, and then we're going to Graceful Takedown, give them the least amount of information. Goodbye, Gutter Dweller. Our draw has been very good this game. Although notably, if the opponent had had 1 removal spell for Greta, they would actually have been fine. Alright, show me what you got. Minecart Daredevil, so it's just a trade. But if I do this, then I also counter their Daredevil. So I think that makes sense. In fact, it also makes sense to do this, because now we're going to get the trample damage, and they're going to go, well, to 2 because of the roll, which means the Negotiator Bargain is lethal. If I don't cast the Werefox Adventure there, we don't trample over for 4 extra damage. So that puts him in a really bad spot for the following turn. Okay, 3-0. This could be a speed run. I hope it is. Already jinxing myself, but deck's doing well. Like, this just looks like a bad constructed hand. A budget constructed hand. On the draw again, sadly. I guess we'll just discard an extra swamp here. Being on the draw and all. Alright, we are now in need of drawing another land. If they kill my Bramble Familiar, that's going to be really unfortunate. Oh, the opponent missed a land too. I take it back. We're fine. In this case... Man, I was really tempted there just to run out the Werefox, but I guess saving it for a combat trick, especially when I have a card that bargains, is worthwhile. Okay, this game's over. Kind of sucks, but is what it is. Gonna have a non-game here as our opponent just stuck on 2 lands while we're kind of curving out with the goods. Oh, that I shouldn't have done that before attacking, obviously. That was bad. They might have double blocked. We're so far ahead, I'm starting to play loose, but that is how you actually lose these type of scenarios. Okay, let's play it smart now. This is just lethal, right? Okay. No time to be playing sloppy. There's no need for that. Arena was like, I'm gonna give you a free win. And I'm like, is there a way I can mess this up? 4-0 now. On the draw again. Man, I think we've only won 1 die roll. We're 1 for 5. I'm gonna lead on the candy trail here. I only have 1 forest right now. I'll keep the 2-drop for next turn, but I don't know if topping the Gale Fang is correct in that scenario. This looks like our previous opponent. Nice draw step. So we're going to be on that green-black food mirror, it looks like. Sadly, we're on the draw, though. Need to find our removal. Wow, full-on mirror. Alright, discard the double green card. If they trade Coven for the Monstrosity now, that's great. I can start considering sacrificing some food to pump up my creatures with Greta's ability if I want to. Yeah, trading for the Witch makes sense, or at least offering for the Witch makes sense, since we can't attack into the Barrow Naughty with it very well anyways. Yeah, that's bad. Oof, okay. They only have one card left, so we get to snipe it with the Hopeless Nightmare. Oh, the Negotiator is such a good play here, though. But I think this makes sense. We gotta get that online. Yeah, we ate their own Negotiator, huh? Let's see, they can animate a food, attack. So I think we put a counter on Greta. Well, let's sack the Candy Trail and draw a card first. Okay. And then we attack for 4 here. Because they don't have a good block on it unless they just want to chump. It's annoying, but not the worst case scenario. If they get a little bit too crazy, then we can kill them with the High Fae Negotiator. But they went to combat, so it looks like what they're probably planning on doing is animating a food. Oh, their Barrow Naughty has lifelink, so they go to 7 here. Oh, right, that's what I'm forgetting. Okay. Barrow Naughty has lifelink. Shoot. I might be able to get them here. Chump, block. Yeah, let's make this a 5/5. I assume they're going to chump with their Witch. Then we can go back up to 11, put them to 4. Neither of those do anything anymore. The opponent's due for a land. Perfect. Great. Can I kill them this turn? Don't think so, but killing the Barrow Naughty and attacking with our High Fae Negotiator looks pretty solid. I do lose a life there, right? Go to 10. If I attack, I would lose to them drawing a land, so I'm actually supposed to sit back. If we could force a chump... Oh, no, that wouldn't matter. Yeah, shoot. Wow, they drew a graveyard recursion effect? Really? Oh my god. Oh, that's brutal. What a top deck. Yeah, their deck looks very good, and their draw's been fantastic. That's so sick. I'm really surprised they sacrificed their food there because the negotiator is going to gain back 3 this turn. They might have made a mistake there by sacrificing, because now they're going to have to sacrifice the food to bargain this negotiator. Okay. So they have a land in the hand and 1 unknown. Annoying, but not the end of the world. At this point, I have to block with Greta. We need the Beanstalk Worm because it can block flyers. Ugh. Well, they saw the play. This is a really good attack. Oh wait, no it's not. Never mind. I was going to say they can kill me by hitting with tough cookie and sacrificing it. That was a fantastic draw step, obviously. I think I need to kill the negotiator so that I can eventually start attacking, and we need to put it on the beanstalk here. I can't sit back. I have to start attacking. Uh-oh. That could be problematic down the road. Ooh, very good draw. Okay. Well, this makes them do something here. So do they want to gain 3 life, or do they want to shoot me for 2? And they're going to opt to shoot me for 2. They don't have a blue source yet, so they can't activate Vinestock. That's really gross. But we get them here, because we block here, they sacrifice the food, and then I grapple their Coven. Oh, you know what? I'm actually supposed to, and this is funny, I need to bargain the roll away because that puts them to 3, so that the High Fae Negotiator is lethal by itself because they have the Scavenger to play out as a blocker. Wow. What a game, dude. Holy crap. Alright, that was... Wow. 5-0 now. That was one tough cookie. Ha 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 ha. Alright, now I'm feeling a lot more confident. I only have to get 2 wins before 3 losses. On the draw again. Stop it. This hand's okay. It's got a solid creature curve, of course, but not having interaction for the opponent is slightly annoying. Okay, here comes an aggro deck. Or at the very least, they have Bivouac. Oh, maybe not. Bivouac Forest. Alright, don't kill the familiar, and I'll have a turn 3, 4, 4. Oh! Now I am just very confused. Or not confused, but I thought they were an aggro deck. Apparently they are not. They are just going to be... Their deck's going to have strong cards. I'm going to put it like that if they're playing that many colors and we're playing them at 5-0. Yeah. Don't think we're supposed to kill the Lookout quite yet. Glad we saved it for the puff. Let's do that now. That's pretty good. Okay. We are applying pressure. I might actually return the Bramble Familiar to my hand eventually. Soul Cauldron. Alright, there are no creatures in the graveyard at the moment. If they block Vermin, I think we just let the trade occur. Okay. Now we'll just full-on trade. There's no creature in the graveyard for Agatha's Soul Cauldron to pump up their Lookout, so... Well, we're not winning. The Crown and the Soul Cauldron are going to start taking over this game unless I just draw the perfects from here on out. Maybe not perfects, but draw very well. So they can turn that into a 5-4. That was actually a solid draw. Because we do want to trade off here. So let's pass priority, wait for them to exile and pump. Again, just keeping their board clear before their creatures can get extremely large. We need them to somehow brick on a turn. Okay, that's Bivouac activation now. What can I hit with this? Creature, enchantment, or land. Okay. Ah! Gross. I wonder if they have to run that out as a creature this turn, though. They might do that, because... Oh, no, I guess not. How many cards are left in my deck? I'm going to mill 7. I'm just thinking that Do I want to keep that on top and just mill it so that it's gone forever? But guess we'd rather try to hit something good. Flyer or Greta? We should probably Greta here. Yep, gonna make the trade. This stops any trample. Oh, they're not even gonna block. I like that play too from them. Because yeah, now that thing's gonna start getting too big. And they have plenty of fodder in the graveyard. I don't think I have a way to kill an artifact. I don't have an oof in the deck, right? No. So I need to draw removal. I need to draw like Shatter the Oath or something. Do not think it's correct to pump with that. Because they can make a 5/5 anyways. That's pretty nice. It's going to turn into a 2/2. So 4/4 to 1/1 to 2/2, and we're going to kill it, trample over for 2 damage, play out Bramble Familiar. Oh, they're going to sacrifice the crown for 2 cards. Nice. Okay, having that gone is really good. That's for sure. So Shatter's probably the #1 draw. We have Coven. We haven't even seen Lord Skitter once. Graceful Takedown would be good. Candy Trail would be very good. I have 16 cards in my deck. Dead Draw Archivist is on the bottom. One, two, 3 lands are in the graveyard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6 lands in the top 15 cards. Okay, that exiles. Main phase. But why main phase? Oh, they're gonna bargain away the Soul Cauldron? I mean... gotta go for it. Damn! We are hot rolling 6-0. Let's go. Can we get the perfect 7-0? Can we get the speed run? This would be a fantastic, one of my fastest. It would be on the draw again. Man, we won 1 die roll in 7 games. This hand's not great. It's very, very mana heavy. Uh-oh, that's bad. In fact, now I think I'm supposed to keep the Brave the Wilds in order to potentially bargain and make a 3-3 later. Another mirror match. That might be game over. Kept a 4-lander, draw 2 lands immediately. Okay, that's good. And that gives me something to brave the wilds with, too. I'm not going to do it yet. They're just going to run out the horse. Okay, okay. No, this is going fine now. The fact that the opponent played out Fell Horseman as a 3-3 tells us that their hand is really bad. They were worried about getting overrun, so they played out a Hill Giant. That's fine. Sure. Ay. I don't think I'm supposed to kill their horsemen with this Taken by Nightmares. We have fine double blocks. Okay. And block the ward one. I guess we'll do it now. Not where I want to be, but given my hand. Oh my lord. Alright, we are probably going to bounce this Bramble Familiar back to our hand here. Not this turn. I think we're going to wait at least 1 turn. Okay, that's good. So Bramble Familiar blocking their Hollow Scavenger is really nice. That's annoying. Oh, this doesn't actually work. No, we want to let this happen. That's fine. Because I have to tap the Bramble Familiar for both abilities. Alright, easy block. They sack their food. I bounce the Bramble Familiar back to my hand. And then we get to do the mill 7. Maybe hit another Greta or something. Greta and Werefox. Sadly, we milled 2 of our removal spells as well. We milled the Candy Grapple and the Shatter, but what can you do? No blocks. We have 2 foods on the battlefield and Candy Trail in hand, so... Oh, there goes the Candy Trail. Great draw. I put the opponent on having a, what do you call it in their hand? Royal Treatment. So I'm going to pump the Greta for 1. Attack for 4. They can't block and Royal Treatment. And then we can negotiate. I don't know. It might have been right to pump the Covenant attack for 3 in the air instead, because then even with Royal Treatment, they couldn't kill my Coven. And having a 3/4 flyer here looks a lot better than having a 2/3. Alright, removal spell for the Coven wins. That ain't it. It's a 4/4 haste. Damn. Alright, but if they just have Royal Treatment, we do win in the air next turn. So pretty sure this is a no block first time. Okay, they're dead on board. We are 100% going for it. Oh god, it's a leaping ambush, isn't it? That's what they have. They have a leaping ambush in their hand. Oh my gosh. It's not Royal Treatment, it's leaping ambush. That's sick. And the worst part is, because they drew Galefang that turn, they can give the Galefang reach. It's totally Royal Treatment, isn't it? Let's think back on my turns. Was there any chance they had to play Leaping Ambush? Oh my god, Leaping Ambush. Creature, enchantment, or land. What is still in my library? I don't think I'm supposed to attack. They totally have it. We can also just draw like Hopeless Nightmare. Leaping freaking ambush, dude. I'm like 99%, that's what it is. Okay, that'll do her. That will do her. We go like this, we target the flyer, they can leaping ambush to save the Coven, and then I attack with both flyers and win. Nice. Nice. I'm pretty sure they had Leaping Ambush. They didn't justify by showing me it, but I'm pretty sure they had it. My god, we did it. That, my friends, is a 7-0 first try speed run of the Arena Open Day 1. That is not gonna happen usually, trust me. But our deck was great. Like I said, the deck building was so easy. Once I looked at the black, which we never drew Skitter. Our best freaking card, we didn't draw a single time. Kind of tilting, but just a very, very solid deck, right? I wouldn't call it overly bomby. In fact, it had one pseudo bomb. It just had a good curve. It did have really good removal. And yeah, good draws. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that look at a speedrun Day 1 Arena Open. I'll see you back tomorrow for hopefully some Day 2 goodness. Bye-bye.